Missouri Western looking for back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Hosting Washburn on Saturday, tied at 10. Geller Hurla can't escape Marvin Gant. Ichabod's forced to punt. Latrell Armstrong, though, knocks down the field goal. Griffins go up 13-10. Kane Donovan scanning. Rolls to his left. Flips it outside on Bryce Marcus for the first down. Brandon Hall up the middle. Hits the brakes. Cuts to the right. Finishes the 33-yard run with 6. Western goes up 20-10. Ichabod's getting tricky after Halloween, though, with a toss to Cam Robinson. Throws it to Aiden Canty for 31 yards. Erla fakes the handoff. Tosses it to Henry Mormon as Washburn cuts the Western lead to 3. Western now down 4 late. Donovan finds a seam. Gets it inside the Ichabod's 5-yard line. 4th and goal now. Donovan squeezes through everyone on the field to put Western up 3 with 1:40 to go. Ichabod's in field goal range, but trying for more. Erla trying to get rid of the ball, but it's called for intentional grounding. 10-second runoff with 6 seconds to go gives Western the 27-24 win.
Tommy, but I mean, man, that was quite a chess match today. That was a lot of fun. Just the back and forth. I mean, Washburn came out with a completely different defense than what we expected. Played more of an odd front. Played 3 safeties. Kind of had a little robber guy that was kind of down in there trying to stop the run, and they're dropping 8 and playing all kinds of different coverages, and so that took us a while to kind of figure out what's their game plan, what are they trying to do, and we'd kind of find some things, and and then it was like, okay, what else can we find, and so it was good stuff, and then defensively they had a couple of their key guys that were out. So we were kind of trying to figure, okay, what are they going to do? 18 was out. 18's arguably maybe the best receiver in the conference. And so we had a plan for him. And defensively, it was kind of like, okay, that guy's out. So, how are they going to structure their offense and who are they going to run through? And both sides of the ball, just coaching staff-wise, I mean, it was really good to hear us kind of working through problems and trying to find solutions and what are they doing and how are we going to beat it? And so it went kind of back and forth. And then, gosh, I mean, just, the fight back and forth, just the adversity that our kids had to fight through, just, taking leads and losing leads and, getting stops and not getting, having to, punt. The turnover, all of a sudden, the turnover gives them field position. And just so many, it was just a roller coaster of a game, and it was really cool to. It was almost a very similar scenario to last week, but this week we're down and we have to execute a 2-minute situation, and then and we got to get a stop. And last week we had the lead and we got a stop, and then we had to secure the lead in a 4-minute situation. And so it was kind of it's a good feeling to kind of to see all the work, the situational work that we put into practice, that we're actually now executing at games and coming out on top now. I mean. Honestly, I think some of that with Kane was just the coverages were just so like they were putting people everywhere, and so Kane would see a crease and be like, "I'm just going to go and go get first downs," and then really, I mean, honestly, the touchdown at the end was just kind of a +1, quarterback run, try to get the extra lead blocker with the running back and use all 11 counter play and able to punch it in. And I think Ricky Dunn led Kane into the end zone and got a big block to kind of free him up. Going to Brandon Hall, I think Brandon has kind of been getting, game by game, he's kind of getting back to what everybody remembers Brandon Hall being. And 2 weeks in a row going over 100 yards. He comes over the sideline and he sees things. I mean, he sees when blocks are missed. He sees where, that was a safety. Like, his vision is it's off the charts. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And so I think he's getting his feet underneath him. He's week to week, he's keeping his balance more than, and I think early on in the season, you kind of saw him get through there and kind of stumble and fall down. And now you're seeing him, keep his balance and make people miss and get the extra yards. I mean, we're going to have to find a way to become more consistent offensively, that's for sure. And then we're going to have to match their physicality. I mean, I think that's every time you play them. They're always physical. They're always big. They're always, and they're playing. Sounds like they're playing, really well on offense this year. Defensively, they're always good. They're doing the same stuff they've been doing. But offensively, it sounds like they're mixing it up quite a bit. Some quarterback run game. But at the end of the day, the game of football comes down to you got to out physical your opponent. So we're gonna have to see if we can get healthy and throw everything at them.
Trimlick always just says next play mentality, and we just came in there and knew I'd put us in a bad position. Can't do that, especially leading the game. Can't do that, but just knew we still had time left. We just had to score, put some plays together, one play at a time, and just bounce back. That's a game of football, adversity, and just a next play mentality. All week we practice a 4-2 or a 4-1 or a 4-1 bump, and then very first play they come out 3-3-5. So we're like, we got to make adjustments quick. And I feel like they thought they had the blueprint versus Emporia. They run the 3-3-5, but we didn't practice it all week. But it is what it is. It's football, so we just adjusted and had to attack that run game. So talked all week too, and today we actually said we weren't going to let them win this game. We both couldn't play last year. We both hurt on the sideline, so we were talking about it. We said we're not letting them win this game. But he's a great teammate, great player, obviously, and it was fun being back there with him.